What's up, guys? Hope everybody's well today. Bobbymoretti, Surviving Sports Picks, SSP for short to some. I'm hanging in there, guys. Hope everybody's well out there from our Discord and all my Patreons that are still hanging in with me. I just want to take a moment to thank everybody for being there. I know it's tough times, and a lot of people have left. I've taken a hit, put a big time effort into it, and I'm not quitting. So I'm sure I'm sure most will be back. If some aren't, like I've said a few times, I understand. There's there's a lot more important things going on in the world today than surviving sports picks, and I understand that, and I have no hard feelings towards anybody that might have left at this point and may or may not come back. So all I do wish is everybody nothing short of God's blessings, and we just gotta have Christ on our side and keep grinding it out. So we'll be all right. But anyway, I just wanted to take a minute here. Again, took a couple days off, no content. It's tough, guys. I went live the other day. I'll get into that at the end. I'll do it now. Yeah, I'm right now. I'm on Facebook, guys. I know a lot of you guys aren't on Facebook. Don't like Facebook. I'm not going to repeat myself. I've been stuck at 78 subscribers for a couple days. Grateful for who's gone there in the last week or so to help me get started on getting those 1,000. Unless I use a computer, then I can go live, and I'm going to go live. So whether it's the 1,000 to use my iPhone, which I really want to use because on the road it'll be a lot easier, obviously, to go to the casinos and tracks and stuff, horse tracks, and doing live footage from the places I'm going to go to, and the homeless thing that I want to do with the homeless. It'll be easier. So I need everybody to, everybody that has, maybe you can get friends and family over a cold beer or a meal or out and about and nachos, and just break it out and goof with them a little bit and say, hey, I got a buddy of mine, Bobbymoretti, runs the Sports Cap Patreon, and not expecting anybody to sign up to that, but if they could take 2 minutes and hit the bell, it'd be really, I really would appreciate it. It'd mean more to me than anybody really thinks. So that I thank you for. But yeah, so I went Facebook Live the other day for about an hour and had a little super chat there, put a notification out. Obviously, I was able to put a notification out to everybody that's on Facebook besides my friends that I've tagged and have tagged me. And, I got over 100 people on there, but I'm sure I can get more. But I'll continue to be putting out videos on Facebook because I can do it. And so if that's something that I got to stay with to build a crowd, and I know a lot of people, and I'm going after people that, like I said, I really want to go after a community of people that are old school, scratch pad, pencil type guys, girls, horse track guys that got the glasses down on their nose like me, old guy at 56, can't see without them. But up close, I can't see. But yeah, so maybe I'll stay on Facebook until I can get those 1,000. 1,000's not easy. I mean, I know more than 1,000 people, but I just, like I said, I've been stuck in the 70s now for a couple days, so it's I got to do that 9 more times when I get to 100, right? Anyway, just want to take a minute here. I told you I'd be back after the NBA with some NHL. Tough league, man. Tough league, balanced. They earned that cup. I told you years ago when I was young, man, those playoffs were phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal. And the playoffs today it's a tough grind, and they earned that cup. So anyway, I just want to say again, I had the Blues last year. I took them in Game 7. A dog on the road. There was a little coding there with the Bruins, like I said, the 3-2-2, the Bill Buckner death, and I just, without rambling, I had reasons behind the Blues, and I won. I was telling Storm, and I said, I'm going to go Blues, brother. and he was convinced, and he went Blues, and it's like Moretti was an amazing call, and again, you know, the knowledge, but you know, that's the way it ended up laying out, so I won that one as well. But anyway, again, I was only 283 and 260. I was like 23 games over 500. I kept battling when it went black. It might have been 286 and 263. I think that's what it was. It was 23 games over 500. I was on the league. I was battling. I didn't quit, and I got up over 25 games over 500. But here's how I kind of saw it, guys. And again, there's some guys on the teams on the cusp that were still in the mix. So anyway, the Boston Bruins had 100 points. They were 44 and 14. I don't have the OTLs there. The overtime stat, I could have, I just didn't. But anyway, they were 44-14, 100 points. Tampa Bay was 43-21 and 92 points. Toronto was 36-25 and 81. Washington was 41-20, 90 points. Philadelphia was 41-21, 89 points. Pittsburgh was 40-23 and 86. Carolina and Columbus Blue Jackets were both the top two teams for the wild card when it went black. They were 38-25 and 81 Carolina. 38-25 and 81 Carolina. And Blue Jackets were 33-22 and 81. I only wrote down 3 teams that I thought would still have a chance. To me, it was the Islanders at 35-23 and 80 points. My Rangers were 37-28 and 79. And Florida, the Panthers were 35-26 and 78. I don't know. I told you guys a while back, I guess it was around the All-Star break or whatever, I was talking with a bunch of guys. I hope Aaron sees this and a bunch of other guys. We were doing hockey. A few other guys, if I don't mention your name, I'm just, right now, on top of my head, I can't really think. It was obviously a few other guys, but SL3, Don, a few other guys, we were going over hockey, having fun with it. I love hockey, guys. I really do. I really love hockey. It's one of my favorite sports to this day. And so anyway, yeah, so I personally don't think the Bruins were going to get back. They obviously could have. We have to see how all this was going to play. I would have been on it. So everybody that I say maybe not, obviously had a chance. All these teams were tough, man. A lot of these teams were tough. So it was still tricky. You had to keep your eye on it and really stay with the ebb and flow and understand the divisions and what was going on and looking at scheduling and where people were coming from and going and everybody else where they were coming from and going and who was playing who and you know what their overall record was for the last 10 games out or 5 and that's how I do it. So but Tampa Bay, all right, so anyway, I had said a while back that I thought I liked Colorado and Toronto. I thought we've been talking the last couple of years. We were talking about a Canadian team and how long it's been, and I kept my eye on Toronto. They were just inconsistent. They were slumping. There was something about that Toronto team where there was some time left where maybe they could have gotten there. I kind of like Tampa maybe slightly more, but, I'll say Toronto and Tampa over Boston, but Boston obviously could have got there. Washington was starting to struggle a little bit. They definitely could have got there and won it all, made a run and won it all. Philadelphia was getting real hot. I was winning money with Philadelphia. And Pittsburgh, I told you, I thought age and some injuries was going to catch up to them. They were scrappy. I don't think they were going to win it. Carolina was hot at the beginning. At the beginning of the year. They started off a little slow. They got hot. They got cold again. They were getting hot again. Carolina could have made a run. Blue Jackets, there was a period there where I really liked them, won some money with them, and they were tied with 81 points. And they were both at 81 points, and they were only 4 points behind Pittsburgh. Toronto only had 81 points, so they were right there in the mix. Beginning of the year, Islanders were real hot. They played well defensively. I don't think they put the puck in enough in the net. I think they might have fell short, maybe, depending on whether they wanted that franchise in, financially and the way they wanted it to lay out. The Rangers, 37 wins. I mean, they had just as many wins as anybody else except for Carolina that were from the bracket, from the cutoff point of playoff team, wild card teams down. 37, 28, and 79. I won a lot of money with the Rangers, man. I had them there when I told you they were winning. They were hot. I won 3 in a row with them, or 2 out of their last 4 they won. They might have lost 1 and then won that third one. I went right back to them again. And I stuck with the Florida Panthers a lot too. I liked them. There was enough time left with them at 35 and 26 and 78 points. They're only a couple points back, 3 points back, both teams that are, the top 2 playoff teams. So how is that going to play? Hey, listen, I wouldn't have been surprised if Carolina or the Rangers in Florida snuck in somehow, maybe even into the playoff picture as the top 3 in the division and or in the top 2 with Carolina. So that's how I saw the East. If I had to pick a team, I don't know, man. Toronto's in my heart, but I think Tampa might have been the team. And who knows, bro? Who knows how it could have played out? It could have been the sneaky Rangers. It could have been Florida. Jackets were tough. Carolina, Philly, Washington. It could have been a lot of those teams. So we're guessing here. I'm not going to try to come off like I could pick it, but I certainly like Tampa. So maybe it was Tampa. St. Louis, 42, and I'm going to come back with the West, guys. I'm going to keep this short. I'm going to do 2 videos so it uploads quicker. I'm going to come back with the West. I'll be right back, bro. I'm going to upload this video.